So when we have our first engagement with our customers, we help them understand the three different segments that we're in: the automation, the work holding, and the machining. We want to engage with them initially to have an introduction, a very neutral scenario where we're trying to help them understand what the problems that we can help solve for them.
Once that engagement process starts, that's really where the magic happens, because we have sales engineers on the front end of our business that will actually go meet with that customer on site and begin to start to tell the story about Ahaus and our technical capabilities. On the front end, when we're in what we call the quoting phase, there's concepts that we're producing in 3D, and so we're basically generating a rough idea or scope around what this project is.
We start with a blank sheet of paper. We collaborate with the customer, we understand their problems, and then we start sketching and developing. And
then once we obviously win their confidence of what we're able to provide, they're going to move forward with partnering with us and providing us a purchase order to be able to start the next phase of the project, which is actually the full-on design of the project.
And then ultimately we hand that off to our engineering team, and we give them the autonomy to do whatever they think is right for the customer, the best process.
The first thing I do is I'll review the quote. I'll review what the resources required are. From there, I will request said resources. We'll set up an initial lineup, internal lineup, which will go through the concept, we'll go through the budgets, and we'll go through the timelines. From there, we will reach out to the customer and set up a customer review.
We then bring in our operations team. And the handoff between our sales team and our operations team, we've identified that that's a critical step in being successful. When we all sit down at a table, we're making sure that we're doing this handoff process with our team. We have a very specific process that we work through. And then what we do is we basically take our customers through that same process in a different meeting. So what they get is they get that continued collaboration throughout the life of the project. Our project engineers are following up on a weekly basis, making sure that the customer understands exactly what's going on with the project, no different than how the sales engineer was having interactions with them up front. When it's time to commission, we have an internal process that we go through. So we want to make sure that we've checked all of our boxes and we've commissioned the piece of equipment as we said we would. And then we bring the customer in and we run through that commissioning process, and we allow the customer to come in and break light curtains and do whatever they can to make sure that we can recover or on the work holding side, load and unload the equipment the way it needs to be in the way that their operators are going to. Oftentimes they'll bring their own operators in to commission the equipment. So we invite our customers to be here at any point in time that they want to.
Once we've run off a piece of equipment with a customer, we will typically start tear down process and skidding up. We'll ship that out to the customer's facility. If there is install included, we'll build an install plan, which will usually go through each daily task that we project taking place at a customer's facility. That way when they get there, when our tool makers, our service team gets there, they're not walking in blind to a situation.
The customer is excited about getting the piece of equipment and commissioning on their floor. So going from nothing and creating things like this and getting to see them come to life is pretty exciting in our business.
My favorite part about the job is seeing a finished product on the floor and having a happy customer. That is by far the biggest reward of any of this.